the girls and all the boys have got a lot of lovely toys.
Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Three Dudes on a... What is it?
Sofa.
It's only a bloody sofa, and I am Shock16 and I'm here with...
Mr. Dan Central.
And
Interghost.
on this episode we're going to be talking about toys from our childhood. Toys! Just toys in general, just either toys that we used to have.
Memorable toys.
Yeah, just
Or
toys.
Toys your friends had.
Yeah, it's...
Anything.
That you were envious that you can have, yeah.
Yeah. So...
Toy adverts were brilliant, weren't they, back then? Like, you know, like...
Proper, like, went into
like
it, didn't
He-Man and stuff. They'd be having battles with them. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Now it's just like, this is the toy.
they? Yeah, it ends really quickly. There's no sort of, like, thrill to it or anything.
So that's one of my, for me, He-Man figures. I have tons of He-Man figures, which is, in the 80s, they made toys just... They made cartoons just to sell toys, didn't they? So
Yeah.
it's basically introduce as many characters as you can into the cartoon, because then we can make loads of toys and sell them to the kids. That's what they did. So like, you'd literally have a range of about 50 different figures.
I always like the way they always had their own special attack. Something was special about it.
Like Stinkor, is it Stinkor? The skunk would like spray water and stuff.
Oh, you press it in and it spits water.
Yeah, Mossman,
Smart.
Buzz Off.
But there was one with like sucker pads on his hand
Yeah.
that you could stick.
Yeah, Leech. He had like a thing on the back and you could suck it. And suck
Yeah,
it all.
that was it. Toys for me, really nostalgic toy. It was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy line.
Donatello, master of the staff. War! Leonardo, the katana blade. My gosh! Raphael, the sword. Is it all, kid? And Michelangelo, the nunchakus. Radical!
And master of the willing pizza.
Hey, who had the pepperoni and ice cream?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, those was it 89? I think the first came out. The first run of them.
Yeah.
And I got all 4 of them for Christmas, and that was like one of the best Christmas ever because it was like Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo.
There's
Please
two
tell
left.
me, please tell me, please tell me I've got Raph. I've got Raph. But yeah, they
That's
was
really
great.
weird because I never had any turtle toys, but I was massively into turtles. So I don't know
You-
why
well,
I didn't have the figures.
Look. I know, look at them. It's got
It
the
makes
turtles on
sense.
right
It's
there.
got the
I
Turtles
was a
t-shirt.
massive, huge turtles fan. I had
Yeah.
like all the comics and stuff, but I can't remember having the figures. I don't know
Because
why.
I was like proper diehard into the turtles. I was.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles era.
Yeah, when it was Hero, yeah.
Because you know ninjas was not allowed in the 90s in the UK for some unknown reason.
I don't know if I mentioned it in another video or not about the Turtles videotape, which my friend brought back from America. Because obviously it comes out in America before it came out over here.
Yeah.
And like we all saw like the hype in like the newspapers and on telly and stuff. Oh, the Turtles.
Oh, you're
film's
talking
coming
about
out.
the live action?
No, your live
Yeah.
movie. And we're like, oh, it's coming out, and it's out in America. Oh, I want to see it. My mate went over to America on holiday,
Yeah.
and he got the VHS tape of it before it was out over here.
Yeah.
Brought it back. It went through the scanner or something, wiped the tape. And he's like, I got the tape, put it in. Blank
Oh
tape.
no, that's
It's just a
harsh.
blank
Oh.
tape. It wiped when it went through like whatever it is, the X-ray machine or whatever.
Oh, that's harsh.
No way.
It's funny.
He must have been absolutely gutted, yeah.
Any particular toy that you had that was memorable?
Yeah, well, when I was growing up, I was watching a lot of like, and actually Tommy Lambert, if he's watching, can relate to this. Is Power Rangers. Like,
Power
yeah.
Rangers.
Yeah, dun 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 dun.
The original? Is it the original
The-
Mighty
yeah,
Morphin?
not
When
the
they were
rubbish
good.
when they've done Power Rangers Galaxy and Power Rangers in Space and Power Rangers
Because
this
there's that
and that.
many of them, like Animal
Oh.
Power
Force,
Rangers on the beach.
Power Rangers,
And they've changed all the costumes.
Power Rangers down pub,
Yeah,
3 Power Rangers on the sofa.
Yeah.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was crap, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the original, and obviously the original movie as well, which I loved.
Yeah, the
I
Mighty Morphin.
loved it. And you had Zordon and in the tube, and it was wicked. And he had,
So you had the figures, did you?
I had, yeah. Well, I didn't actually have figures as such, but you know when they all morphed together to create the ultimate.
Yeah.
The
You
You had the Zords.
I had all the that's the word.
Zords.
I had the Zords where I had 2 of them, and you can basically fit them all together, and then you'd fight and kind of stuff like
Yeah,
that.
man. I used to have the
Um,
Green Ranger.
Yeah.
Green Ranger. I used to love the Green Ranger, but
Yeah.
that was it.
Well, the thing is, he was the
Except
Green
not like
Ranger.
Alpha.
You had the Green Ranger, and then you had the White Ranger. But the White Ranger wasn't in when the Green Ranger was, and they were never.
That's because the Green Ranger was the
was
White
the-
Ranger.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So they were never like obviously
Mm.
together. Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
confirming what I was trying to.
About Transformers.
Transformers.
Robots in
They were
disguise.
massive when I was little.
You just couldn't get enough of Transformers.
And one of my main presents, like
Optimus
Christmas, was
Prime.
do you remember Scorponok?
Yeah,
Massive. Well, it probably ain't that big, but to me when I was a kid it was huge, and it changed it to like a base and stuff. That
Yeah.
was like my main present for Christmas.
I think the biggest Transformer I had was Optimus Prime, the one where he is
His carriage.
Yeah, his carriage turned into the battle station and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And
You got a car on the back, you push a button, it flies.
yeah,
Remember that?
yeah.
A little arm as well.
Little arm,
My good hand.
here's my little
Make
hand.
my strong hand.
But yeah, I used to like the way they used to transform as well. Nowadays, I think they made them a bit easier.
Yeah, but nowadays it's sort of like, here's a car, and then you just go, now it's a robot. What?
Whereas
Yeah,
like
yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day, you
Back
used
then
to
you're like, oh, for an
fold
hour,
his
it's like,
arms
oh, I
in.
don't know how
It's
you
like a
do this.
Rubik's Cube in a way, isn't it? Just
Yeah,
if you do
if you don't know how to do it, you're screwed.
And it was like all intricate with the arms. You had to fold the arms in.
Well, you like that,
and then this bit folded out for wings.
Bend this bit, snap. Oh, what happened to bend like that?
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. You want to be gentle with it. But yeah, you feel a sense of accomplishment as well when you've done it. Like, yeah, I managed to get it. Yeah.
Transformed it. You used to leave it in one form all the time because you didn't want to change it back.
Yeah.
You just like
It was so much better like that.
You always lose the guns.
Yeah.
Another one for me actually, which is obviously everyone's going to say, duh, is Lego.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Lego,
I used to have
massive,
two-
Still massive.
Massive barrels of Lego. And I used to have the huge blocks, and then I also had the little tiny ones when they brought out the.
My friend had, like, do you remember the old dustbins, like with the round lids on?
Yeah,
Plastic dustbins.
Yeah,
So
He
did
had
I.
one of those,
So did I.
full of it,
So-
literally to the top.
But I had a
And,
silver. I had a silver one.
In his bedroom, we'd put out like, he'd have to put out like a blanket on the floor, and you'd
Mhm.
pour it all into the middle, and it'd be like a mound of Lego.
Yeah.
Nowadays, that'd probably cost you thousands to
Yeah,
get.
Do you know
And
what
then
I
to
like
pack it
about-
away, you lift up the blanket and pour it back into the
Yeah,
bin.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Like Lego though is what you'd do is you'd end up with like one box set and then another box set and then it would end up like that. You'd end up with it all just mixed into one thing.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing about Lego, I think, because it's about creativity. So you can have two sets and then you can blend another set, make make your own set.
This
Basically.
was back before Lego had to have a movie connected to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love the movie. I
And
loved
Lego
it.
was more about creation. Nowadays, they're specifically shaped.
That's what I mean. It's
Insane.
nowadays you've got like,
Oh, I know,
you know,
I
like
know what you mean.
Spider-Man, Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
Lone
Harry
Ranger,
Potter.
Harry Potter. Whereas before it used to just be, right, you got a car, or
Yeah,
you got a
yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all been commercialised.
But it's like the
Yeah.
shapes are now specifically moulded into nice shapes to look like a car or something like that.
Yeah,
Whereas-
you can't build anything else with it.
Yeah, whereas you had to find the shapes to make it look like a car back in the day.
And yeah, totally understand that, yeah.
But yeah, but moving off that, stickle bricks.
Oh!
Stickle
do
bricks
you know
was
what?
mental.
I never had it. I never had those, but yeah, I saw them like obviously
I had a
around.
big tub of like stickle bricks, and there was like I think I was more into stickle bricks than Lego at one time. Then
Wow.
obviously I got a little bit older,
And you were like,
Lego
"What?"
took over.
Yeah.
But yeah, stickle brick, exactly the same, different colours, different shapes, different sizes, and
Just click together.
clicked together,
Yeah.
and it was just so simple.
Which again leads on to like Connects.
Yeah, and Meccano.
Meccano. I never went to
Connects, I don't
Meccano.
know what Connects is.
You don't know what Connects is. Connects was like little kind of bits of plastic, but there was loads of different. You'd have like a long kind of tube thing that would connect to another thing, and you just have loads of little bits, and then you'd have like a book that they'd give you with the box of it, and give you ideas of things to build and stuff. And they had different coloured boxes, and I think the black one had like the biggest box you could get, and the yellow was like the smallest, and it would depend on which one you went with in terms of how much you got, and it obviously varied in price. But you were just create weird and wacky things out of it. Like one thing you could build was like a clown with a pointy head, and like me and my brother built it one year,
Amazing.
and we would hang it on this door handle.
Do,
And I'm like,
do you ever think though that on the back of Lego boxes and stuff like that, the pictures that they used to give you, some of the things you could create was a bit stuff.
yeah,
Like,
but the
why
problem
would you
is,
want that?
if you had the yellow one like me, which didn't give you really many of them, once you create one thing, you haven't got enough left to create anything else. So you've now got to demolish that thing to create something different. You can't just do more than one thing. You'd have to spend all that
Just
time
going
doing
back
it.
to Lego a bit as well, can you remember Lego Technics?
Yes.
Which was like for
Yes.
older
Yes.
kids?
Yeah.
All the
Never had
cogs
it,
and
though.
stuff.
Yeah, and it, like you could get like you
Got
build
more-
yourself remote
And
control
the
cars.
the
out of
men
it.
were like about that big, weren't they?
You've got a lot more complex, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty like more intricate and
Yeah.
like it had moving part like motorized parts and stuff
Mhm.
in it. But yeah, Lego Technics.
Domino Rally.
Technics.
Do you ever have Domino Rally? Do you remember that?
Yes, Domino Rally.
It's like dominoes, which
Yeah.
you line up and knock down, but they come on like a plastic base.
Yeah.
And you just tip it like that, and they'd all stand up and lay it down.
Yeah.
And then you have like some had like shuttles and stuff. So it
Yeah, like a
And
rocket
it would go,
at the end.
yeah. Definitely.
Introducing Domino Rally. Domino Rally.
So I used to have my own Scale Electric as well.
Scale
Yeah,
Electric.
I used to have my own
One
one.
of
yeah.
those toys you can only get out at Christmas, and then it gets put in the cupboard.
And then
because
it's in the
too
loft
big.
or it's in the
Do you
yeah.
know what? I've actually got a Scale Electric, and it's never been out of the box. Never been out of the box. It's
Wow.
not an original Scale Electric. It's like it's a Scale Electric, but not an official branded
Yeah.
Scale Electric.
I
You
just
bet.
made- I remember building mine at Christmas, and it's on the floor. And my mum just kept saying, "Got to pack it away, got to pack it away, got to pack it away." And then literally got put under my bed, and that was it.
That was it.
Never ever come
yeah,
out.
never
again.
come out again. Yeah.
And it used to take a while to build, and then like you also make sure you don't hold the trigger too far down because it would just fly off.
Yeah, that's the most annoying thing.
And it would get to a corner and then just fly off the corner.
Yeah, if you get to the point where you know you're at the speed where you can go around the whole track without coming off,
Yeah.
or you have to slow down, speed up, slow down.
Yeah,
otherwise
you
you
get,
literally
and you wouldn't want to do it. You just like, I just want to
go,
go
I
really
don't
fast.
want to pick it up, I can't be bothered.
Yeah, yeah, and you would get really lazy with it. Yeah, but you're right. You only really had it out at Christmas, and then that was it.
Mm.
No, man. Another set was from the original Tim Burton movie Batman figures.
Mm.
But
Mm.
again, it was like to do it with all toy lines. They release figures that aren't actually in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like characters that aren't actually in the movie. It's like obviously you got your main characters, and then you got it's like who's this random guy?
Or there'd be another Batman with a different suit on.
Yeah,
What's
like
that suit?
under like Arctic, like Arctic survival Batman.
Flamethrower Batman.
Flamethrower.
Nipping
Weird and
down
wacky features it doesn't actually have really in the show, but yeah.
Nipping down corners, shot Batman. He's got a flat cap on.
Bruce Wayne in his pajamas.
Nighttime Batman.
Do you guys ever used to have Play-Doh?
Play-Doh,
Yeah.
of course. Play-Doh was mental.
You could just get so
It's mental.
You get so messy with it, and then you just didn't care. You're just but it's
Smelled-
Play-Doh though, isn't it?
smelled great.
It's Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Play-Doh.
Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
You
But
get-
did they bring out one where you could put it in like a thing and
Yeah,
you could mince it? And
yeah,
you,
you had
Did
like
what?
you could
mince
mince
it.
it.
Did you mince it?
kids in the playground used
Yeah.
to like deal it, didn't they? You want to smell my Play-Doh?
Do you want a bit of Play-Doh?
Ooh, what's that blue?
Ooh. How do you feel now?
That's
Right.
green.
And then obviously Jenga.
Jenga.
Then they brought out a really crappy like knockoff called Timber.
Timber, which was made of metal.
No, it was still made of wood.
It was called Timber, and it was made of metal.
It was just a really crappy like knockoff version.
Other figures I had was like the Thundercat figures, obviously.
Yeah.
I never had
and
Thundercat figures.
No, I never.
they were big.
No.
Like compared to normal figures like that, Thundercats were like that,
Really?
massive, yeah. And like they'd have things where you like put a thing in the back and the eyes would light up and stuff.
Oh.
So they were like, a bit more advanced than.
They just
other
sound
toys.
isn't don't they?
And you got a thing on the back so the arm lifts up and hits with a sword and stuff.
Lion-O of the Thundercats discovers a new enemy, the Berserkers. Top Spinner. Cruncher. Hammerhand. Rambam. The Berserkers from Rainbow Toys.
And I also had the real Ghostbusters figures as well.
See any ghosts? Not yet. Figment, it's back to the bone. Get me out. Looks like you're really into them, Stan. Zap 'em. Safe. Not so safe. It's Sludge Bucket. What a slide. I've been gooped.
Yeah, that's
With
the
the
great.
backpacks and you got the streams.
Yeah, you twiddle them and it like. It's
With Marshmallow Man was about that big. It was full size,
It
massive.
wasn't a huge one. Yeah.
And Slimer came with like some half-eaten food.
I think the ones that you can't miss out there when you talk about toys, it's got to be the Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star
yeah.
Wars toy line.
Yeah.
See, I never got Star Wars figures until I got sort of to a teenager, and then I started buying up all the old figures.
Like you see, I got mine when I was young, and then when I got older, my mum took them to a car beauty centre and sold them all off. But obviously now we know that was a bad idea because they're just worth loads. And I had the Millennium Falcon, and I don't know if you've seen how much the
Yeah,
original
it's
Millennium
a lot.
Falcon
With the
will
box.
fetch now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that
Get
happens
you
to
there.
all your toys, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All my Transformers went to car boot sale, probably sold them like 20p each
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
I
that's the
got
problem.
£3.
And you had like an
Yes.
original G1 Optimus Prime or something.
I had a black bin bag absolutely full of original like 70s Action Man. With all the
yeah.
clothes and stuff.
Action Man's the
and
other
I
one, yeah.
sold the whole bag for like a £5.
Oh.
Because I remember some woman came over and went, oh, how much are they? And as a kid I was like, oh, they're like, each jacket is like 20p each or something. I was
Yeah.
like, how much for all of them? And you're on the spot and you're
Yeah.
like, £5?
I bet she literally chewed your
Drew
arm
off
off.
of it. And you think, oh yeah, £5.
And then now you're like, oh my.
But now you think, yeah, the original 70s ones, they're probably worth
Yeah.
£5 each jacket or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Did any of you guys ever own what's called a Weeble house?
No, I remember it though.
It was
Weebles
where
wobble
they
when they
didn't
don't
have
fall down.
they didn't have legs. They just
Oh,
kind
yes,
of like
of course, Weebles.
wobbled around, and there was like a
Weebles
little
wobble when
kid,
they
and he
don't
had like
fall
an
down.
orange dog. And then he had like, obviously the house and everything. My
Mm.
brother used to have it, and then we sold that at car boot. We pulled up at the car boot, and this woman before you
Right.
I've been
yeah,
a
it
Weeble.
does do that.
I've
Yeah.
been a Weeble.
Yeah, it's like a real life Weeble. Yeah, and we pulled up at a car boot, and this woman didn't even let us get out of the car first. She just saw it through our boot window and was like,
Have it.
I'll have that off you. We hadn't even got the thing out of the car yet, and she just
Oh,
bought
off you.
it.
How much is it? Don't care.
I didn't even know what it would
What is
have
it?
been.
2 UK would say lizard.
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 And also having a road map, your own road map with your toy cars.
Yeah,
You'd
road
spread it out
map.
all over the floor,
My boys
and you'd
have
have
that.
like your roads and your roundabouts. You'd have like your fire station, police station, houses, and your cars would be like, loved it.
Yeah.
That reminds me
love
of
it.
micro machines.
Yeah. I never had them, but lots of my friends had
Oh,
them.
yeah, the thing
love
is,
it.
you never buy micro machines. You just end up with loads
You
of
end up
them.
nicking everyone else's.
Yeah, and you're like, where have all these micro
You'd,
machines
like,
gone?
you'd also get like a big truck, you'd open it and it'd have like a desert scene inside it.
But the thing is, I had shitloads of them, but I never ever asked my parents ever to buy me
where they
micro
come from.
machines. Yeah, never ask anybody to buy me micro machines.
Plastic army men, little green army men.
Yes.
Yeah, my
Had
brother used
bags
not
and
me.
bags
My
of
brother
it.
used to have loads of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to come in tins, though, didn't they? Basically, you could,
Yeah, and they're all different, obviously poses and,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
you could get the same with cowboys and Indians as well, though, like the same kind of sets.
Yeah.
But with
Yeah.
cowboys and Indians.
Make them fight each other.
I think why a lot of kids had them because they was just so cheap.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Toys are really expensive now.
Yeah.
Really.
And you see like programs of people that collect them, and you see how their massive collections are, and you see like as like even like comic. I know it's not relevant to this thing, but like comic books and how first editions and how things are just like so rare nowadays.
Yeah.
Certain things and how much they'd be worth.
That's what I mean. I look back at a lot of my toys and I think, oh, I should never have got rid of that.
Yeah, at that age, you don't really know a
Yeah.
lot, really. You're quite innocent as well. and
It's
then-
like ones that I always regret getting rid of as well was my Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves one.
Oh,
Well, action figure.
Yeah, they had action figures and like I
I
had.
bet they look crap, didn't they? Didn't look like him.
Yeah, it didn't look like it didn't look like Kevin Costner or like that. But the toys was really well made and like I had a big battering ram, something that didn't appear in the movie again, and it was like a big like battle station thing on wheels with battering ram, and it was like.
Yeah, I can remember
It's like, how did
Robin
they make
Hood
that in
on
Sherwood Forest? Do you know what I mean? Just craft that out of a tree.
I didn't know they had a Gatling gun.
Since when did this make an appearance?
Who's this? The Sheriff of Nottingham's brother? He
Since
wasn't in the film.
When did he exist?
The Sheriff of Lincolnshire.
Sheffield. Sheriff of Sheffield.
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 Going on from the car and the road maps again, did any of you ever have an actual proper toy garage where you can
Yes.
now take the cars onto an actual? I used to have this thing. It was like 2 floored,
Yes.
and it was like a multi-story car
Yeah.
park
With
almost.
a windy lift.
Yeah, we might do.
Yes, yes.
Down you go.
But then you'd have ramps as well, where it's, and the car would just go. And
You
it's
used
just
to press the button. You used to come on. You used to roll out the garage.
Yeah.
and a marble run. Do you have a marble run?
Yeah.
You had all marbles, and it would just literally go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you build it up.
Yeah, you can make it whatever you wanted it to go as well, and it would just literally just, yeah,
Mm.
just love it, love it, love it. I don't have it anymore.
Anything else, lads?
I can't think of any.
No, I think that's
I'm
probably
sure-
about most of them.
You do.
You guys,
Yeah, make the
of course
comments
you
below.
do. Of course you do.
Make a video.
Make a video. Do it. Do it.
We love seeing the videos from the other ones.
Of course.
We haven't put
We
them up
hope.
yet.
We hope.
Yeah, we hope. Please do a
The
response.
video. Yeah, if you can't be asked with a response, comment. There's no excuse for not leaving a comment.
Yeah. Do you in the
Just
do,
let us
in the
know
do, in the do
your favourite toys that you always wanted, that are just so
Yeah.
memorable.
You don't have to have owned them.
Yeah.
Boglins. Do you remember Boglins?
I do remember Bugners. It was awesome.
Stretch Armstrong
Stretch Armstrong.
was the other one.
And we're still going.
We're still going. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao for now.